Guys, my name is Pierre from Can Am Spyders.com and of course the Spyder Shop in Level 3, Quebec, Canada. We make videos to help you discover the hundreds and hundreds of products and accessories that we have available for your Can Am Spyder and Ryker. We also make installation videos, we give you tips and tricks, and we give you information to make your riding experience the most amazing possible. It's time for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Are you ready to take the adventure with the Spyder Shop team? In 3, 2, 1, let's go! In this video, we're going to be installing the Spyder Shop Horn. We say the Spyder Shop Horn because we like it. Trial and error over the last 4 years. This is the one we like the most. We tried different sizes, shapes, height, sounds. We went through the whole shebangs and we like this one. That's why we call it the Spyder Shop Horn. It is a universal horn. Installation in this video is going to be on a 2018 F3 Limited. But this installation is for all F3s, all years, all models. In this installation, you're going to need at one point to be able to lift up your Can Am Spyder so we can go underneath and work on it. For this installation, we're going to need an impact drill. You're going to need a 12mm key. You're going to need a couple of torque sockets. We've got a 25 and a 30. You're going to need a drill bit that's 1132. You're going to need also a push pin remover. We got ourselves a little ratchet with a 10mm socket. Of course, you're going to get your wires. It won't be in heat shrink like this. This is what we do at the Spyder Shop, but you can wrap yours in electrical tape if you want. And you're also going to need a drill for that drill bit. Now, this installation is the installation of the Spyder Shop. This is the way we do things. A couple of reasons for that, where we're putting it on the bike. Now, there's nothing pretty about this, right? So you want to hide it. We found a place where we can hide it. The other one is you can't have it like this, because if you're getting water in here, because it's pointing forward, the rain comes down, you're washing your bike, you need that water to evacuate. So you need it a little bit on an angle like that. We were able to do both of those important things on the F3 Can Am Spyder. The horn and the flute is right behind this panel here and this panel here. So when you're going to be, walking away from the Can Am Spyder about 10 feet back, nobody's going to know where you decided to hide it. So we're going to start by taking off some panels. First thing you're going to do is open up that front trunk. We're going to need to remove this panel right here. And you're going to be removing this panel right here. This is easy. You're just going to be pulling on each side. One at a time. Lift it up here. It pulls out. Do the same on the other side. You only need to turn that knob counterclockwise. We're going to be removing the side panel right here. So you got 3 push pins, 1, 2, 3, and you got 4 torque 30 bolts. You got 2 right next to each other right there, and you've got 2 more right there. There's a small screw here, but it's not actually binding this down. It's just slotted. So it's there to hold it, but there's actually no pressure between the bolt and the plastic. So you don't need to remove it. It's time to lift up the Can Am Spyder. We're going to go underneath and get the original horn. If you have those black plastic ramps or metal ramps for a car ramps, that works wonders. This is the panel that we need to remove. You've got 3 push pins, 1, 2, and 3, and right here you got torque 30. To be able to remove the horn, you've got a 10mm right here. Disconnect the 2 wires. So blue is positive and green is negative. Blue is positive. So now you're going to take your loose wire, you're going to push it upwards, and you're going to go right on top of this plastic part right here. You're going to put back the panel at the bottom. We're finished. We can go work on top. So the wire comes up right here. We're going to need to go behind this plastic panel right there, behind this one. And see this metal bracket here? We need to go behind it, and we're going to need to go grab it right here, where my fingers are, right here. So I have the wire that's coming up on my push pin tool here, and I want to show you where I want you to go put a tie wrap. Right there, see that junction there? You've got a large wire. It's about the size of a finger there. It's already got a tie wrap that you can see a little bit there. I want you to put another zip tie wrap, zip tie. Make sure it doesn't move from there. So what you have to do right now is you got to find a way to climb that wire so it exits right here. So depending if you've got fog lights or not, what kind of wiring you've already got there, you might find different way. We're working behind here, we're pushing it through there, and we're going to come and get it right here. You're going to need to drill a hole exactly where this one is, so just off-centered on the left-hand side. This is where you need to go. Our hole is already there because we've had this horn for a while on this bike. The reason that we need to go on the left-hand side is that if you've already got like one of these fog kits here, we've got the one from Show Chrome, you see that there? If you go too much towards the center or the right, it's going to hit right there. So that's why you need to stay away and keep left. It's time for you to use that 1132 drill bit. Go ahead and drill that hole. You want to make sure it's a little bit loose because we're going to need a little bit of space underneath here. It's time to install the hose on the compressor. This is the way that the compressor needs to go in, so the hose exits towards the back of the bike. You're going to go past the bolt and then you're going to come back and slip it right in. Go ahead and make everything tight. Assemble the flute and the horn. This is the way that it's going to fit. We're going to show you how to get it there. To be able to hold it here, you're going to take the long zip tie. You're going to go around that hose that's right there and around the flute, and you're going to make that tight. The flute needs to be right up here. If you put it down there, what's going to happen is when you put back one of the panels, it's going to hit. You want to lift up the front to make sure you've got clearance here. You don't want the flute to be on this part here, so you have a little bit of space like I have it right here, my finger. And your other tie wrap's going to go around the flute, of course, and you got a brake cable that's there, so you're going to go around that. You don't make it tight, you're just going to give it another anchorage point. Connect the hose that comes from the compressor to the horn. Plug the two wires. Make sure you got the right positive and the right negative. Make sure that everything works. Take the extra wires and just put an extra zip tie right here. It's time for you to put back that side panel. As you can see, mission accomplished. You can barely see it. Yeah, you can barely see it. And it's definitely on the right angle. Everything is tucked away, working perfectly. On that, if you need a Can Am Spyder horn for your Can Am Spyder, you know where to go. You go on Can Am Spyderaccessories.com. Of course, we do the installation videos. We also sell them. And you remember, you got 4 different videos to find your installation. On that being said, my name is Pierre. This is the Spyder Shop. Until next time, I'm out.